about is premeditated murder in our nursing homes. When are they going to jail?
I mean, it's certainly not a minor story that state governments like New York and Pennsylvania were mandating that coronavirus-infected patients be readmitted into nursing homes when we know how devastating the death count has been in our nation's nursing homes. Remember the horrible outbreak and the deaths up in the Pacific Northwest and the Seattle area? These are our most vulnerable people. And here's the health commissioner in Pennsylvania taking her mother wanted out. Okay, let's get her into a hotel while she's telling nursing homes you must accept COVID-19 patients. It defies belief. Meanwhile, let me look at some political numbers some political stories for a moment. Kyle Smith writes about a CNN poll that came out regarding the presidential race. Now, again, polls, I don't know. Maybe garbage in, maybe garbage out. But if it's a CNN poll, you maybe take another look at it because you think, well, they're not favorable to the president in any way, shape, or form. So Kyle Smith at National Review writes, I saw a story over at Real Clear Politics that stated President Trump was tied for his all-time high in CNN polling. And essentially, here's what that CNN poll, let me get this out of the way and let me tell you what the CNN poll says. The CNN poll has Trump winning all the battleground states. Nationally, Biden leads Trump overall. Trump ahead in the battleground states, right? Biden leading overall. CNN poll. So Kyle Smith says, I went over to the CNN homepage for confirmation. Guess what I found? The main story was about a church that lost 44 parishioners to COVID-19. The second most prominent story told us that grocery prices are soaring, which is true if you think that a 2.6% increase in April should be called soaring. The third most prominent item said doctors treating coronavirus patients are seeing odd and frightening syndromes. Running down the rail on the right, we were given important developments like man refusing to wear mask breaks arm of Target employee. CNN investigates he's willing to get COVID-19 to speed up vaccine efforts. 5 surfers die after huge layer of sea foam hampers rescue. And how coronavirus spread from one member to 87% of the singers at a choir practice. Only after all this stuff did we learn that CNN has a new poll out. Under the headline, CNN poll says Biden tops Trump nationwide, but battlegrounds tilt Trump. CNN seemed, Kyle Smith writes, oddly unenthused about their own poll. And the story to which the homepage link doesn't mention that Trump has never scored higher in any CNN poll. He says, listen, I don't want to spin this poll as great news for Trump, but the story of the 21st century has been persistently low faith in presidents, government, Congress, and the direction of the country. Obama had an approval rating of about 48% at this point in May of 2012. Biden has an approval rating of 45%. So the point is, to look at the way CNN kind of buries their own lead, it's fascinating. The voters, Kyle Smith writes at National Review, don't seem to be confirming that Trump is toast. On the contrary, they have substantially more positive views about Trump than they did when they elected him president, and Biden can't hide in that basement forever. Meanwhile, big news out of California, a huge win for Republicans. And this is, a huge story. Big Republican win for the seat that was vacated by Katie Hill. You've been following that story probably because the Democrats were all in. But Mike Garcia, the former military pilot and newcomer to Republican electoral politics, beat his Democrat opponent in the special election to fill the House seat in Southern California. It's the first time the GOP, and I'm reading here from the New York Times, first time the Republicans have flipped a Democrat seat in California since 1998, and a significant win. Wow. Okay, some politics to share with you. 800-655-MIKE. Coming